What's going on, everyone? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are across the U.S. here, or wherever you are in the world. This is Danette Moss, Business Systems and Implementation Strategist, aka the Strategy Lady over at Let's Talk Strategies. Just jumping in before I turn in this evening. It has been an awesome, wonderful, blessed, yet busy Sabbath for me. It's a day that I spend a lot of time, of course, with my children and fellowshipping with church members and just refilling myself spiritually and mentally. And it was just one of those amazing days, but yet a long day. But I had to jump in still and do what I said I was going to do. And that is to show up for this next segment of Empowering Women Together. And on this segment, as I looked at it and got ready to sit down before I went to grab my nice cup of tea to get ready to wind down, and I looked at the topic that I had lined up, and it's Mompreneurs, transform your workflow with pre-work rituals to boost focus and productivities. And it just really put a smile on my face because it really fell into where I was throughout, after having a busy day and serving people and just spending the time with my children and all of that. When I sat down and saw the topic on this, I couldn't help but smile because I think about the pre-work rituals that I deal with on a consistent day-to-day basis. How I end my day, generally speaking, before 10 something at night, because I prefer being asleep by then. But even if it's earlier or no matter what time it is, as I begin to wrap my day up, I think about what's coming next, right? What my tomorrow is going to look like. And that's where pre-work rituals come in at. And when I sit still and I think about, just how my mojo is and how I flow, I think about the things that I do that allow me to boost my focus and my productivity. And that is, I have a pre work ritual. So I do want to ask you as I begin to start, how does your pre work ritual look? And as I go through this very quick live that I'm going to go through, I want you to just kind of grab your sheet of paper and pencil and write down some things, take some notes, but think, do I have a pre-work ritual? How do you kickstart your day? Whether you start in the daytime, afternoon, or evening, how do you kickstart it? So I want to tell you first and foremost, I believe that in order for you to really have the success that I believe you should have and want to have, just like successful women in history have had, that you need to establish a consistent morning routine. Again, some of y'all start your mornings in the afternoon and an evening. But whenever you start it, you need to have that consistent routine because this will help you set the tone of that day to create some type of sense of stability, right? So, just to give you a few names of women in history who have set the pace and they have established what I consider a consistent morning routine. Women like Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States, she starts her days early with a workout routine. Um, she says that that sets her tone for the day. And she emphasizes the importance of self care and consistency to maintain that focus and motivation and to help build her momentum. And then there's Shirley Sandberg. She is the Facebook COO. And Sandberg starts her day with a morning workout. A lot of people exercise as well. And she spends time with her children before heading to work. That's important for us mompreneurs, right? Or women that work for someone else. It's very important for you to kind of still remember your why. Her children are definitely part of her why. She spends that important time with them after her workout. And She says that this morning routine helps her to maintain the balance between her personal and professional life. I like to use the word blend more than I like to use balanced. Okay. So whether it's enjoying a cup of coffee, I prefer tea, exercising, or spending time with your family, make sure that you incorporate activities that energize and inspire you as you develop that pre ritual type schedule, right, for your day to day affairs. So, next, you need to choose a pre work ritual that aligns with your personal preference. Oftentimes, you can get caught up in the hustle and bustle and just ripping and running. And then you're wondering why you're just frustrated because you're doing things that don't align with your personal preference. So I think it's important that you do that. And this could be for some people meditation, again, exercising. Me, I like to read my devotion before I get started and get on my go and pray. And some people even like to listen to their favorite podcast or favorite music just to get things going. You see, the key is to find that activity that helps you hmm, clear your mind, right? And mentally prepare for that day that you have ahead. And for some of us, like me at night, I like to, whatever I didn't finish during the day, I try to look at what it is that needs to be done for the following day and get things settled and ready. So when I come in and I operate in that pre ritual type mode, I have those things already lined up. So it helps you clear your mind and have that, deal and be more mentally prepared for the day that you have coming ahead, right? For instance, another woman in history, she's no longer with us right now, but Maya Angelou, she used to read poetry to get into the right mindset before she began to write. I mean, here she is a writer, but she would read poetry to help her kind of hone in on that thing that she was getting ready to tackle. But lastly, and definitely not least, you need to allow yourself enough time to fully engage in your pre work ritual. We have rituals every day, all day, believe it or not. Some people just don't like to call it that, right? But allow yourself that time to fully get into it. Set yourself up for the success. Stay focused so that you can boost that productivity throughout the day instead of having it boosting one time and then you're crashing. This is why it's also important to take those breaks so that you can keep that momentum going for your productivity and you can stay focused on the things that you need to do. Doing this will help you to have the success that I know you really want to have, mompreneur, just like those trailblazing women that I just mentioned who have come before us and some that are still here right now. So if you don't have a pre-work ritual, I definitely encourage you to do it. And as you begin to wind down for the evening, like I did, I even have my post-work ritual. Nice cup of tea. I may even sit down and read a book, do some more devotion before I fall asleep, or look at something, a video or so that'll just have my mind just at peace and relaxation. Try that. Let me know how it helps you. All right? All right, I told you guys this was going to be a pretty short one today because it is past my bedtime. And I've already been out all day, yet enjoying my children and my church family. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another segment of Empowering Women Together. And yet again, I want to also encourage you to remember to be one who empowers women just as much as I believe I've been empowered by them. All right. This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady, getting ready to sign off. Hoping you will join me tomorrow for yet another segment of Empowering Women Together. Y'all take care now.